listeners. You are listening to Tea Talk Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode on my Health Your Health. I'm Sanusi Rebecca, and I'm so excited to be live on the show this morning as we discuss nutrition and health benefits of honey. This month, we're gonna be discussing. On Friday, we'll be looking at nutrition, things that has to do with nutrition. We'll be discussing as regarding nutrition, but today our focus this morning, like I said, is on the nutrition and benefit of honey. We all know honey. At one point in order, you will have taken honey before. You will have seen people sell honey all around. But one thing that everyone should know about honey is that honey is actually produced from bee. It's a sweet honey, a sweet liquid that is made by bee. And how do they make that? They make honey using the nectar that are produced from flowers. Now, every flavor of honey actually depends on the type of flower from which the nectar was harvested. So it's the type of flower that the nectar was harvested with that will determine the kind of flavor of honey that we have. Anyway, we are not really focusing on flavor this morning. We are only focusing on the nutrition and health benefits of honey, because it's very important that we know that, so that we know when to take honey, some of the nutrients that are in honey, and some of because research shows that there are some health challenges that can be dealt with by taking honey. That is the focus of today's podcast. Okay, so another thing I will let us know is that raw honey is removed from the hive and bottled directly, and because it is bottled directly, that means it will still contain the yeast, the wax, the pollen. It's not free from impurity. We have two forms. We have the raw one, and we have the pasteurized one. Pasteurized honey. Now, the difference between the raw honey and the pasteurized honey is that immediately they harvest honey produced by the nectar of a particular flower, they bottle it immediately. But the one of the pasteurized honey, they don't bottle it immediately. They allow to eat it. They allow it to pass through eating. Okay, so as a result of eating it, as a result of exposing this particular honey to it, they are able to produce a honey that is free from impurity, that is free from yeast, that is free from wax, and that is free from pollen. Now, okay, so that's the difference between the raw and it. But then, whichever one, both have nutrition benefits, and they have health benefits. Now, before I go into that, I will need to let us know what are the nutrients that are found in honey. Now, in honey contains high level of monosaccharides, it contains fructose, it contains glucose, and it also contains 70 to 80% sugar. And as a result of all these things that honey contains, this is the reason why honey is sweet. The sweetness of honey is as a result of the presence of monosaccharides, glucose, sugar, and fructose in it. So that's what makes honey very sweet. So you hear people say things like sweet as honey is sweet. So another thing is that this honey that we see, it has antiseptic and antibacterial property. Antibacterial means that it is against bacteria infection. Okay, prevents us from bacteria infection, and it has antiseptic properties. Now, as a result of modern medical science research, as a result of research that are being made as regarding honey, it was discovered that honey can help to manage and combat infection. Honey can help to combat bacterial infection. It helps to combat sicknesses and diseases. There are some certain sicknesses and diseases that honey helps to fight against. Okay, I will be mentioning that too this morning on the show. Okay, so honey is known for all these things. And honey is also linked to help in wound healing properties. Honey helps in, if you take honey can help you in healing wounds and burns, antibacterial action, healing of burns. Okay, so honey is also good from in that. Another thing we should also notice that this is a very big caution. Honey shouldn't be given to children, to young infants, especially children that are less than 1 year old. But then to infants, to young children, honey shouldn't be given to them. Okay, maybe I'm very sure some persons will be hearing this for the very first time. Yes, honey shouldn't be given to infants and children. If you have infants with you, if you have children with you, don't give them honey. The reason is because honey is known to cause food poisoning, named as botulism. Okay, and food poisoning can actually affect the body system, so it is very important that we note this. Please, let's take this caution. Okay, honey should be given to adults but not infants, please. And like I said earlier, honey is very useful in medicine. That is, it actually helps in curing some sicknesses, in reducing the severity of some sicknesses and disease that happens to man. So another thing that let us know is that honey is used in medicine for over 5,000 years, according to research. For example, diarrhea. Okay, diarrhea, honey has been proved to reduce the severity of diarrhea. So do you have diarrhea? It is very advisable that you take honey. As a result of taking honey, it actually helps in reducing the severity of diarrhea. And also this honey that we see, taking it, if a diarrhea patient should take honey, research actually shows that it blocks the action of pathogen that causes diarrhea. Diarrhea is actually caused by a pathogen, and as a result of taking honey, it will help you to block the action of this particular pathogen, and it promotes increased potassium and water intake. As a result of taking honey, it increases potassium and it also increases water intake. Another thing, health benefits of taking honey is that it reduces the upward flow of stomach and undigested food by lining the esophagus and the stomach. Now, honey helps in reducing the risk of a particular disease, which is called gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Why? How does it do that? Because it helps to reduce the upward flow, the flow of food from the stomach, upward flow of stomach acid and undigested food by lining the esophagus and the stomach. Because this disease that I mentioned, GERD, research shows that it can cause inflammation, heartburn. So in order to prevent this kind of diseases, taking honey is very, very important. Another research shows that taking natural honey is effective as antiseptic solution in reducing wound infection. If you have wound, it's very important that you take honey, because as a result of taking honey, it actually helps in preventing infections. There are some infections that happen when you are wounded, when you have wound on your body. Okay, so but taking honey will help you to prevent your leg, maybe the wound is on your leg or your hand, any part of your body, from infection. Okay, and honey, another health benefit of honey, another health challenge that honey deals with is that honey helps to relieve cold and cough. It helps to relieve cold and cough. Maybe you have cold, you have cough, take honey. Even if it is 1 spoon of honey, just take honey, and as a result of you taking honey, it will relieve you of this cold, it will relieve you of cough. And also, let me emphasize this too. Children, cough and cold is commonly found amongst children because of the level of their immunity system. And if you listen to our podcast episode on Beat the Cold Blue Black, common cold, it was explained that most of the times people who experience common cold the more are children, and it is because of their environment and the fact that they have a low immunity. For example, when you take just listen to the podcast. Children are majorly found in daycares, and as a result of proximity, this common cold can be transferred from one person to another. If you come in contact, it's a communicable disease, it's a communicable illness. Okay, so if a child comes in contact with another young child that has it, the child will have it, and because children have a low immunity system, they are able to contact cold the more. So as a result of contacting cold, please and please ensure you don't give your infants honey. Like I said earlier, honey is for young children, like teenage children, adults, but infants shouldn't be given honey because it can cause food poisoning. Okay, so also, like I said earlier, honey can be used to treat a wide varieties of illnesses, ailments, and injuries. It can be mixed with other remedies and consumed or rubbed onto the skin. And okay, so and as a okay, yes, so honey can be used to solve a wide range of illnesses, ailments, and injuries. Like I said earlier, it helps you to prevent you from wound infection. It helps to prevent the severity of diarrhea, and I mentioned the part of reducing the upflow of stomach acid in the lining of the esophagus and preventing a disease called GAD. I explained that fact, and also medicines. They've been tempted to use honey as remedy for the following trusted source. They've been working on it that okay, honey should be able to be used for some things such as stress, weakness, sleep disturbances, vision problems, bad breath, teeth pain in children, cough and asthma, eye cough, stomach ulcer, diarrhea, vomiting, bedwetting, and frequent urination, high blood pressure, obesity, jaundice, hangover relief, eczema and dermatitis, burn, cut and wound, arthritis. So if you have any of these, please and please ensure you take honey. Honey helps in reducing the severity of all those sicknesses and disease. Although not all uses of honey are confirmed as effective, but if you try using it as a treatment, it will not cause harm, and it will not cause it will make the situation worse. Okay, so whichever issues that you have that are earlier mentioned, you can take honey. It won't make that situation to be worse, and it will not cause harm. Like I said earlier, stress, you can take honey. Diarrhea is already approved. Bedwetting, obesity, you should take honey. Okay, another thing is that honey is sometimes used as cosmetic solution. Okay, for dry skin. In the process of making creams and everything for skincare products, honey is actually made use of in producing skincare products that you see out there. Okay, another thing is that honey, actually another well-known uses of honey is that honey can be used to in sugar, like to replace sugar. For example, if you want to take meal and you don't have sugar, you can actually make use of your honey, and the stuff will be as sweet as anything. Now I explained earlier that the reason why your honey is very sweet is the